Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you're just joining for the first time, welcome and thanks for tuning in. And if you're a returning subscriber, thanks so much for tuning in. So yeah, today would be making Ghana weaving shuku, and I'll be taking you through the basics and everything you need to know basically. So yeah, first off, you pre-part your hair into 4. Then you see that tiny one in the middle. Yeah, that's for the braids that's going to be in the middle. It actually helps to make the hair fuller, like the tips would be fuller, and also it prevents when you make shuku, the midpoint usually there's like a lot of tension going on there. Yeah, so these braids in between these middle braids, it reduces the tension, so it makes the shuku bearable, because most people excuse for not doing shuku is because it's quite painful. So yeah, this helps to reduce the pain. So you really don't have to do so much in the middle. You can just do like 10, 15 based on your discretion. Now when parting your shuku, you would want to make sure you don't take too much at the midpoint, just so all your braids get to remain at the middle. So like some don't stop halfway, you get. And I also start my Ghana weaving with my client's hair. Doing this actually helps to protect the client's edges or the person's edges. It prevents or it reduces the amount of tension that is put or that is placed on the front hair. So I made this part slower just to show you how I add the extensions while making Ghana weaving. I hope this video shows it well. I think it does. So you just like add your attachments in between your fingers. I really don't know what that finger is called. The one after your pinky, is that the ring finger? Whatever. So yeah, you add your attachment there. Then like I explained in my previous video, for Ghana weaving you pick both simultaneously. You do not leave any out. So as you add the extensions, you pick both, then braid. You keep adding, you get. So it's like a circle basically. Then you repeat till you get to the end. So same method applies here. You start with the client's hair, irrespective of where you're picking from. Always start with the client's hair. Now for this style, you can see that they're facing each other, so it's even really important that you do not begin with the attachment, because that mid parts, when there's a pattern there and the styles are like facing each other, so you are pulling on both ends. Now if you begin with the attachments, the tension will be too hard on our scalp and it can lead to sores and those injuries. I'm sure you must have probably seen some like that, where people have injuries on the mid parts or side parts. Is because the tension on both sides were too high or too great for a scalp to bear. Now I'm using my hand. I just use my hand to like bend or to properly arrange that side, because it's like a curved hairstyle. So if it's not really laying as flat as you want it to be, you can always use your hand to adjust it. It's not my fault when we end up capsized. You call me crazy now, but you don't understand. I'm calling out to you. Can you hear a thing? So this is the last one for the front. Then would proceed to the back to make the back. So stay tuned. I still have lots of tips to drop. Don't be in a hurry to run. Just wait a little while longer. So now for the back, sometimes I like to start my parting from the midpoint. It gives it a better definition and it helps me with curving my, and I don't know, like it just does it for me. Now also for the back, first thing to note is that your client really has to bend her head. If not, if she doesn't bend her head, what would happen would be that she won't be able to bend her head after you're done breathing. So yeah, that's why some people make shuku and like their head is all straight till like for the next 3 weeks. It's because they did not bend their head properly while the stylist was making the one at the back. So if your client is not bending her head well, it's in her best interest for you to tell her to please bend her head properly. So like I said earlier, irrespective of where you're braiding from, you have to start with the client's hair, irrespective of where you're braiding from. It is very important you start with the client's hair. It helps to reduce tension. So I also do that for the back. It also helps in preventing bumps, like those tiny, if I call it boil, that comes out at the back of people's head when they make shuku. That, and like it happens if the shuku is actually extremely tight. So yeah, if you follow what I have said, that won't happen. The person can even carry the shuku for like a month or more, and there'll be no injury whatsoever because you took the proper precaution. So you start with the client's hair, you ensure the client's head is properly bent, and you can also, like what I'm doing in this video, I let her rest her head on my body just to also ease the pain of her neck. When you've been in a position for so long, it's like puts a strain on your neck. So yeah, I do that. You can also try that. And at intervals, you can also let your clients breathe. So like after maybe you've braided like 5, you can tell her, okay, you can raise your head, then you're about to bend her head, just those basic things that will make her feel more comfortable and more pliant to bending her neck. Because if her neck is paining her, she would want to be lifting it, and that's very dangerous. So yeah, you'd want to give her breathing space. So yeah, that's it. I skipped like 1,000 steps. So I've done trimming, I've curled it. I showed how I achieved this coil in my previous video, so if you've not watched it, do well to watch. And you already know I do not mind my mousse. I apply it generously. So yeah, that's what I'm doing in this video. More mousse. So if you really enjoyed this video, don't forget to like. If you've not subscribed, please subscribe, and you can leave me a comment. And if there's any question that you have, you can ask me, or any video you would love to see, kindly let me know in the comment section. Thank you so much for tuning in. Till next time, bye.